24 years and she hasn't killed me yet. We are at Universal Studios this weekend celebrating our 24th wedding anniversary. We're staying at Dockside, so we've got a shuttle to and from the hotel, so I don't have to worry about driving anywhere. So I figured I'm going to do a margarita tour. Just go to the different walk-up bars and islands and studios and get a margarita. Started off at Backwater Bar, and they had 3 margaritas there. It got a blackberry, the Confisco margarita, and a jalapeno margarita. My favorite is the jalapeno margarita. It is Patron Silver, tequila, Gran Gala liqueur, house-made lime and jalapeno syrup, lime and jalapeno juice. Then it has either salt or tahini rim, and I went with the tahini because you can't have too much spice. And then Tim, the bartender, suggested some sriracha added to the drink. And on a side note, if your bartender suggests something, go with it. It's something new you might find out you like. Or you might find out you hate. Either one. So, highly recommend listening to your bartender's suggestions. So, like I said, I went with sriracha, which is what gives it an orangish color. It is not for the faint of heart. Good spice all the way around, on the beginning and on the end. I would not, if you don't like spice, like my wife, wouldn't even think about this one. But for something different, it is really good. Like I said, it's my favorite margarita. See y'all next time. We're back. Stop number 2 on my margarita tour. We are at the watering hole in Jurassic Park, and they didn't have a specialty drink like Jessica's, but they did have a plain old simple margarita. And their margarita is a Cadillac margarita. It's El Jimador and Grand Marnier. Has sour mix, and they cut it with a little bit of, he said he cut it with some simple syrup just to cut the tartness a little bit. And then, salt rim. And that is the saltiest rim I have ever seen. That is salty. That is delicious. The salt isn't too much. I could definitely taste the salt. So if you don't want salt, I would not get a salted rim. But, it is delicious. Very well balanced. Not too sweet, not too tart. It is wonderful. Of the 2, I still say my favorite is the jalapeno margarita from Backwater, but it is delicious. Can't really go wrong with a margarita. See y'all at the next stop. Howdy everyone. We are at stop number 3 on my margarita tour at the Hog's Head in Hogsmeade. They do not have a specialty margarita that you do have at like Ches Alcatraz or Backwater Bar. But this is why I actually did the margarita tour, because it's a drink you could get anywhere. This one is El Jimador tequila, triple sec, and splash of orange juice and sour mix. This one is more tart than the other 3, which if that's what you're looking for in a margarita, it's good. However, Of the three, I would put this, the three that I've had in islands, this one I would rank last. I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I do enjoy it. But, they did ask me if I wanted to make it double, and I'm like, I have no responsibilities, so sure, why not? And that might be why it's a little more tart than the others, which would be my fault. But it's still good. If you like a tart margarita, highly recommend it. It's not bad by any means, and I would order it again. We will see you on the other side. So, the train was 75 minutes, so we figured we would just walk over to Universal, so we walked by Backwater Bar again, and I decided to try the blackberry margarita. It is Don Julio Reposado.
Yeah. It used to be an old area there, and we just got free.
Grand Gala orange liqueur, lime juice, agave, and muddled blackberries. So, cheers. I think I've had enough salt, so I just did no rimmer this time. Amazing. That was my first sip. My favorite is still the jalapeno, but smooth, not bitter with the blackberries, not sour with the sour mix, just very smooth. Highly recommend. Now I will see you on the other side.